Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. We're back on the Little Nas X. I told y'all once I found out a little more that I would bring it to y'all. So, as I was scrolling, I saw TISA. She read something like that may have been asking for, like, you know how people write stuff on Instagram or whatever, and it's like they're asking for help, but you don't really think they are because you don't know. Anyway, you may have been asking for help, and so the reaction tonight is coming from Tisa Tales platform on YouTube, and I'm asking, please y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I would appreciate it so much. All right, we're gonna just go ahead and get started.
Oh my God, you guys, more information is coming out about Little Nas X. His
Sorry, dang it, I keep forgetting to turn it up. Sorry about that, y'all. These new buttons.
family has spoken out and believes he is being taken advantage of by shady people, and they think he might become the next Matthew Perry. They said some shady, seedy people are exploiting him, not only financially, but also getting him on and they are afraid that there are people on this earth that want to take him out this road. If you guys don't know, Little Nas X was found walking down Melrose Ave naked, fighting with police officers and mouthing Nicki Minaj monster lyrics. Now I heard that.
Yeah, and before that, y'all remember the only part that I could show is when he was walking in his what they call it, tidy whities and his cowboy boots, and that darn I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, that darn beat, whatever he was singing right then, it's just in my head. You know what I'm saying? I can still see him and I can hear it. But anyway, then yeah, as I told y'all before, he did get rid of the tidy whiteys and put them somewhere, I don't know where. But anyway, yeah, he ran into the police, man, and he can't get out of jail until tomorrow. You know what I mean? So he has to be in jail the whole weekend, until the judge or magistrate or whatever comes. But anyway, here's some more.
I didn't want to laugh because at first I thought it was a joke, and I thought maybe he was doing this for album release publicity. And I was like, wow, he a barb to his heart. Pull up to the monster with the right. And he was like, first things first, I'm gonna eat your brain. Then I'm gonna start walking. Okay, forget it, right? Let's get into this. Now, there's more information. He is still being held. He's being held over the weekend because there was not a judge that could see him to get him out on bail. People say he's melting down. I want to know this. What is actually going on in the industry? First, we have Tyler looking like she knocked out comatose, and her bodyguards are rushing her little 3 apple high self into the car where her boyfriend Gio looked like he was.
Y'all remember that when they rushed Tyler to the back seat of her car, and then her man and then when she got in the car, I noticed that her head did fall backwards, and he pulled it up, and man, they cut the camera, they cut it. You know, I wonder what happened. Oh my God, I mean, it's her, then Lil Nas X, then Tony Braxton. What is going on in the Hollywood, y'all? What is going on? When Lil Nas X was talking about a party, did all of them go to some kind of party? I don't even know what nights it was. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's just weird. Three of them? Come on.
Trying to slap her awake. It was like, what is going on with the industry and what they do to people? And Little Nas X, who still is one of the brightest talents, is
Yeah.
literally crashing out in front of us. Anyway, really quick, listen, uh, this isn't so. If you've been following him on TikTok, and I actually follow him. I'm a big fan of him. He said he had posted something where he was like, listen, I want to say, because I don't want you guys to feel like I'm being flaky or very all over the place. This is the actual transcript. This was a call for help months before this stuff went down. But I was for a long time, these last few years was pretty difficult to me. They've been pretty difficult for me. I'm just like now, like arriving to this place of feeling confidence in myself from what I'm doing. And I'm trying to make sure I put intentions toward my music and my vision and creativity of it all. He said that he wanted to have fun this time around. And he felt like he didn't get to have as much fun through the Montero era.
I wonder what that is. I wonder what that meant. Because y'all know we found out one hit by one hit well, Wo Vicky, she said that she went to school with him. She said and the only reason that he did the GAY is for record deals, right? He said that he was straight. He was a straight man, you know, but he did what he had to do just for the industry, right? That is just crazy. The industry need to be sued, not like Drake doing it though.
He also said he's going to be more focused on making sure the songs did well than making sure I was having fun doing shit. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I didn't have any fun. I had some effing fun. Anyway, again, this is what he actually posted. And he was actually being very, very serious about it. And I looked at it as something that's like, that's so sweet and inspirational. You know what? Let me get up and post because y'all haven't seen me since Hannah had puppies, right? But I'm back. Summer vacation is over. But now, when you put in to the effect that his family said, that they're taking dramatic steps to save him over fears he is the next Matthew Perry. His friends and families are desperately hoping to get him help after his public meltdown. Now, here's
Yeah, y'all remember the guy that had the interview with the mom, and he showed her on his phone like him walking down the street in his whitey tidy whiteys. Anyway, she was like, "Go, that's my baby, go." But we all know that she, has an addiction and needs help, and also that she evidently she ain't been staying in that house that he bought for her because she said she's somehow waiting for the demons to go away. Something like that, right? I mean, and then she had this look on her face when she said it, so she knows what she's. I think it won't be long. She'll be all right. But she love her baby boy, and so he said he's doing everything. He's been doing everything to help her, and people see on the corner and stuff, thinking he ain't even helping his mama. About your mama on the corner, and you got all that money. She holding up a sign and all. Just he said he tried, and his dad popped up in there to back his son up, right? So I don't know. I don't think he is GAY. He just went with along with the program, but he went hard and he did it fast. 6 years, like 6 years, you dancing, giving the devil a lap dance and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can't play with God long, okay? And so hopefully he's where he's been praying. I bet you. I bet he's been praying. Just like now he wants to take a different route. He wants to like sort of sounds to me like he wants to start over. Not like over, but he wants to do it differently this time. Okay? So I hope they give him a chance.
what I want to know. I get the fact the police have to harass people, but at what point are you going to? Clearly, this man was out of his mind. Clearly, he wasn't in a good place mentally. Clearly, he was melting down. So, why is he being held in a jail over the weekend? Why didn't you get him to some place where he could actually either be helped back of his home, evaluated? Well, don't get evaluated. We don't want him to be the next Wendy Williams. But
Exactly.
how is that helping everyone? Y'all know it's just not a random person. Yes, he was walking down Melrose Avenue naked. Okay. Yes, he was mouthing Nicki Minaj lyrics. Okay. But why is he in like a jail right now when he needs help? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Um, They said that a source for the family, a source for the family, are hoping to stage an intervention. They worry that some of his seedy friends may be exploiting him financially and leading him down a dangerous path. Yo, this is wild.
Crazy.
Like wild. Hold on really quick. Okay. So they said that again, he was walking down the street in nothing but white underwear and matching cowboy boots. Again, is that illegal? Okay. So, but also, it is true that when they went to arrest him, when they went to talk to him, he charged the officers. But then he got charged with resisting arrest. Clearly, this man is not in his right mind.
They seem like they could have taken him to like a mental. Darn, I'm scared for him to go there though. They might have tried to use that darn MK Ultra or whatever they do, and that he would have never been. But mm, jail. I wonder what he's doing because you know he had to come down off of whatever he was on, unless it lasts that long, huh?
They took him to the hospital, but then they placed him
Uh-oh, sorry,
under
y'all.
arrest. Now, the issue is, and this is why they think he might go to Matthew Perry way. They said
Mm,
that Nas is in an uncertain position. Okay, he has people he grew up with that he doesn't trust, and newer associates who may not have his best interests at heart. He says he feels like he can't trust many people from his past because they tried to exploit him financially. But some of these people suspect his new friends can't be trusted either. He's been hanging
mm,
around with some seedy characters in LA who some people suspect have been leeching off of him and living in their house. The family sources also said family wants to step in and support him amid their fears that he may have been exploited. They also reference commercial pressures that have allegedly weighed on him. They said his career has been going down here for a while and it's affected him. Another star who was once beloved by fans before his career took a tragic turn has allegedly made Little Nas's family members determined to prevent him from suffering a similar fate. They said some of them are worried he'll be exploited like Matthew Perry if he doesn't receive help.
wow,
You
wow, wow,
guys,
wow, wow, wow. We gotta. I don't know. All I can do is keep up with the story and pray. That's what I'm gonna do. Cause I think Lil Nas X. I mean, he started out with Old Town Road, and I don't know, and it hit up. Then here come Billy Ray Cyrus. I heard he was a big gatekeeper, and y'all, let's just pray for the young man, cause he is young. Isn't he still in his 20s? Lil Nas X. Sound like he's still in his 20s, but yeah, all we can do is pray, okay? And I apologize for the way I sound. Mm. But anyway, let's see what else going on because he needs help.
yeah. Yeah. You guys, this is actually really, really sad. Again, I don't know what it is about fame, about the industry, about the money that makes everybody just go outside of
Yeah.
themselves. Little Nas X, clearly he doesn't trust people before because they were exploiting him. The new friends probably exploiting him. The record industry exploiting him. You turn into a commodity, not a person. Again, when his family says it's going to do an intervention, I wonder how that's going to be because don't forget, he has a complicated relationship with his family. In 2021, a video showing his mother standing on a street corner with a sign begging for food was widely shared on social media. In
Mm,
the aftermath, Little Nas's fans took him to task
mm,
for allegedly not helping his mother while she was in dire straits. In a tweet that was swiftly deleted, Little Nas X said, I hate speaking on my personal life. But
exactly.
y'all ninjas don't know how many nights I've cried myself to sleep feeling guilty because nothing I tried would help my mom. Paint me as the bad guy all you want, but at the end of the day, you don't know me outside this internet ish. His father is a gospel singer. Um, uh, he defended his son in an Instagram post featuring a picture of him holding and hugging both the parents. And he said, despite what people say, Little Nas X is the greatest kid a parent can be blessed with. Although his mom is in a struggle with addiction, she's still a queen, and he goes through great lengths to make sure we are taken care of. Those who have family members and friends dealing with addiction understands that there ain't enough money you can throw at the situation to make it right. I don't usually address personal issues publicly, but I felt like this needed to be said.
Exactly.
Again, in a 2020 Variety profile, he said his mother was an addict, adding that they don't have the closest relationship. He said, even trying to get her better, things didn't quite work out. But there's still love. And he said that at the time. And I guess he still means that. Okay. Again, all the more this makes it all the more even more hurtful that he was transported to the hospital because
Yeah, and then when they was talking to his mom, she was like, as far as being, liking the same sex person. I meant to say snakes, y'all. But anyway, she was kept saying, she said twice, yeah, well, he could have told me before he told his dad and then told the world. So she was a little upset about that, and she said it again because he went on a talk show. He told his dad, then he went on a talk show, told the world. But so his mom said she found out when we found out, right? So she wasn't too happy with that, y'all. And forgive me, trying to get a new phone hooked up, right? Here we go.
they thought that he was having an OD, and after a possible OD, and after that, he was placed under arrest for battery of the officer. Again, if this was actually going on with his mom, this actually makes it even more sad because we know that addiction sometimes is hereditary, runs in families. And even if it isn't hereditary, there's a lot of behaviors that he might have seen when he was being raised by his mom that contributes. Again, prayers up to Little Nas X, prayers up to Tyler,
Oh,
prayers up to anybody in that
all
industry.
of
It
them.
seems like, forget about the
I'm
strong. The
going
strong
on.
get sucked in. It seems like, I don't know. This industry is demonic, y'all. Listen, check in on your loved ones, see how they're doing, and especially even your friends that seem like they got it all. They got money, they got this, they got that. Because at the end of the day, there is a war being waged. I know that didn't make any sense.
It made sense. It made a lot of sense, Tisa. Yeah, y'all check in on like Lil Nas X. Nobody would have ever thought he didn't even have security. Nobody, nothing. How did he get to the street to do this? Right? Don't secure his security because he's a big deal, right? How did he get to the freaking street without security? Anybody? Just nobody. Just singing la la la. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Let's just pray for Lil Nas X. Y'all want to see without any interruptions? You can go to TISA Tales. She's on YouTube. Um, yeah. My gosh. Yeah. And hey, bye. Thank you for coming over. Yeah. So y'all, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and please hit the like button. I know I sound a little funny. I apologize for that. But anyway, I'm going to go, and it's a story I've been looking for. I'm trying to find something, and I'll be back. Okay. Thank you. Y'all have a blessed night. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for everything. All right. Good night.